Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be covering Zaws, which are the make-it-yourself melee, and that's done on Cetus. So, hi Mr. Lichman, go away. So they're made on Cetus from, I believe, Hawk is the one, and basically Zaws are purpose-built melees. And that's kind of the theme for all of the kit bashed items in the game. They are purpose built. Yeah, they're purposeful weapons. So for Jaza is what you do, and the best part about any of the build it yourself ones is you can build it out first with whatever parts you want to figure out what you need for whatever you're building. So for an example, yeah, don't know why I did that. If we go to my arsenal, and swap it to any of my Zaws. So I've got 3 Zaws currently. I had more at one point. So I've got Jabba Jab, which is a spear Zaw, Plague Sliver, which is a rapier style Zaw, and then the Plague Axe, which is another staff style one. And it says in here, what grip I use, what strike I use, and what link I used. And those are the 3 pieces you need to do it. So yeah, let's do Plague Sliver. And basically, one of the reasons why I chose to do this using the Kirpath is because it has innate viral, which means I don't have to have viral in my build in order to get it. The other important thing about Zaws and kit guns is that they have 2 melee adapt spots for arcanes, with specifically the Exodia one arcanes that can go on here, which are specifically just for Zaws, which have pretty neat ones. Contagion was one that a lot of people liked using. I like using Force, uh, especially on a status build weapon. Um, Ground Slam, Epidemic. Some of these just work interestingly. But yeah, I like Force. It can also pair well with the some of the other melee arcanes. But anyway, so the big thing that happens when you are looking to build a Zaw, you're choosing your strike. So your strike that you choose, and then your grip decide what type of weapon you're making. So if we take a Plague Kirpath because we want that innate viral damage, which also the Kiwar does too, but we'll go Kirpath. So we're gonna do that one. So our grip that we do is going to decide what we're building. So if we use an Aachen, we're going to have a rapier build. If we were to use a Corb, we'd be more likely to have a standard one-handed sword. If we use a Boken, we're going to have a staff build. And it mentions in each of these, like this one, it's a heavyweight, increases damage at the cost of speed. So, and our link, I tend to do speed and crit chance are the 2 that I would usually choose. So, the Vargeet Jai 2 is usually what I would use on mine a lot. So I'm gonna pull arm because I got the Boken. And so say instead of using this Boken, because it's slower, I want we're gonna just make it a sword, or it'll turn into a rapier then. If I use a Laka, it'll be a rapier. If I use a Seekala, it goes back to being a polearm. And if you notice, everything goes down because the Seekala compared to the Boken is just not as strong. Use the Kustra. I go up in a lot of things, but I go down in my attack speed. So, and you can kind of just play around with different things. Like, say you decide, oh, I want a rapier instead, or you know, but I don't want the pure classic. Instead, I want to make it a machete. They shall work wonderfully. So, yeah, and that's just kind of the thing you can do is you can just play around. You're like, okay, what if I don't want crit chance? What if I want to build a status weapon? So you just look for which ones you use best. You want speed and status. So you're Econojai. So you can just see how it changes it. Or like, I want, a heavy sword. Or just a regular sword, essentially. I think I've actually built this exact weapon before. I just don't have it anymore because I didn't like it as much as the other ones I have now. But yeah, so you can, it's kind of build your own melee, and the reason why I called it purpose-built weapons is that you are building what stats you want on the weapon. If instead of having increased speed with cost of damage, I want as much damage as possible. So I'm gonna lose a bunch of speed, but I'm gonna go up in all of my damage stats here. Very good. Very good. So and that's just that's all Zaws are. Now the way you get the parts for Zaws is really easy. You just talk to Hawk here. With the exception of all of the plague ones, I believe, because those come from either the Plague Star event, which happens infrequently. It's kind of whenever DE decides to gift us with it, because that's also the event which is the easiest way to get Forma in the game. Or during October, during Navarus, is I believe the other time where you can get the plague parts. So other than that, though, everything else is bought right here from Hawk, and they're built using the various Cetus resources. Some are easier to get. All of the the Jai 2 or it's the 2. All of the Series 2 links require Cetus Wisps. So none of them are exactly easy to do right at the get-go. But, an armor set that I don't have. I'm getting distracted. Anyway, this is also where you get, I think, the Ghoul Saw pieces, too. That might also be something that happens during the Plague Star event now. Or during a different CS event. Anywho's it. So yeah, that's been really Zaws in a nutshell. One of the people I play with loves their Zaw. They made it 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. That they made it a number of years ago, and no matter what weapons have come out since, it is still their most used melee. They use it all the time. If there is a mission that requires melee, they are probably using it. And that's just to show that you build a Zaw to serve a purpose. I like the Praetos. I like the Incarnate mode. It works real well for the build that I have. However, I also like my Zaws. They're just not quite as good the way that I have them built currently. Maybe I need to go back and revisit them. You never know. They're not quite what I need to do some of the close to endgame content that I play currently. So, anyway, I hope this has been helpful for someone. Thank you guys for watching. and everyone just have a fantastic and wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.